You've probably heard the term chosen ones before, right? It's one of those things that almost feels like a fairy tale, a distant myth we tell ourselves to explain the unexplainable. But what if I told you that the chosen ones aren't born special? They're made. These aren't your typical tests. You won't see them coming, and you definitely won't measure them with any tool or device. These trials are invisible to the eye, yet they hit you where it counts, deep within your spirit, your mind, and your soul. Most people never face them. Even fewer have the strength to survive. But those who do, they emerge with an entirely new perspective on life. Life is a test, but not everyone faces the same one. Life itself is a challenge, no doubt, but here's the truth. Not everyone is given the same set of challenges. There are levels to this game, and as you rise, the obstacles get tougher. The chosen ones are the ones who don't turn away from the hardest tests. They face them head-on, not because they want to, but because something inside them compels them. An unstoppable pull. It's as if the universe whispers to them, "This is your path. You can't walk away." These challenges are not pretty. They will break you. They will make you question everything you thought you knew, even who you are. But if you can endure, you'll be transformed beyond recognition. Test 1. Facing the real you. The first trial is a brutal one. It's the test of confronting the truth of who you really are. For most of us, our identities are built on the things around us, our job, our relationships, our things. These external labels create an image we wear like armor. But the first test rips that armor away, forcing you to look in the mirror at what lies beneath. Who are you when the world's labels fall away? Who are you when the very essence of who you thought you were is stripped bare? This is a terrifying moment. The abyss stares back at you. But if you're one of the chosen ones, you don't run from it. You stand tall and face it. You ask yourself the one question that will change everything. Who am I, really? Have you asked yourself that yet? Test 2. The silence of isolation. Next up is the test of isolation. In today's world, it's almost impossible to escape the noise. Work, social media, family, friends. It's all a constant hum that never stops. But to pass this trial, you have to step into silence. Not just physical silence, but emotional and mental isolation. You have to be okay with being alone, with confronting your deepest fears and desires head-on. It's in that silence that you start to hear something different. Your inner voice. The voice that has been drowned out by the world. Can you hear it? Most people avoid silence because they're afraid of what it might reveal. But the chosen ones, they embrace it. They know that in the quiet, they will uncover their truest self. Test 3. The painful art of letting go. The third test is one that people struggle with most, letting go. We cling to so much in life, old hurts, expectations, material things. We drag them with us, carrying burdens from the past that weigh us down. To pass this test, you have to be willing to let it all go. Everything. Let go of your attachment to people, outcomes, material possessions, even your ideas about the future. This isn't about not caring. It's about releasing, trusting that what's meant for you will stay, and what isn't will fall away. Letting go isn't easy. In fact, it's one of the hardest things you'll ever do. And just when you think you've mastered it, life will throw something at you to test whether you're truly willing to release it all. Can you? Test 4. The dark night of the soul. If you've made it through the first 3 tests, congratulations. But don't think it gets easier. The 4th trial is the dark night of the soul. This is the test that breaks even the strongest of souls. It's when your life shatters, your career falters, relationships fall apart, and all you're left with is a question. Why is this happening to me? It feels like the universe is against you, like everything you've known is being torn down. But here's the truth. The dark night of the soul isn't a punishment, it's a purification, a process of stripping away everything that no longer serves your higher purpose. Most people, when faced with this test, collapse into despair. But the chosen ones? They persist. They trust that the darkness will eventually lift. They believe there's light at the end of the tunnel, even if they can't see it yet. How do you react when your world falls apart? Do you panic, or do you trust that the storm will pass? Test 5. The test of faith. The fifth test is a test of faith, not the religious kind, but faith in yourself and the universe. When everything falls apart, you'll be asked to have faith that it's all part of a bigger picture, even if you can't see it. Faith is not blind. It's not about ignoring the pain, but about choosing to believe that it's all happening for a reason, even if that reason is hidden. In the darkest moments, faith will be your lifeline. And the chosen ones, those who make it through, are the ones who cling to it, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. How strong is your faith? Can you keep believing when you have nothing left to hold on to? Test 6. The surrender. The sixth test is all about surrender. If you've made it this far, you've proven your strength. But this test isn't about strength. It's about letting go of control. We love to control our lives. We plan, we strategize, we try to dictate the outcome of everything. But life doesn't work that way. To pass this test, you have to let go of the illusion of control. You must surrender to the flow of life. It doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the process and allowing life to carry you where you need to go. Think of it like swimming in a river. If you fight the current, you'll exhaust yourself. But if you surrender, the current will carry you exactly where you need to be. Can you do that? Can you surrender and trust the flow of life? Test 7. The awakening. And finally, the ultimate test, the test of awakening. After everything you've endured, you reach a point of realization. The veil is lifted, and you see the truth of who you are and why you've been through all these trials. The chosen ones aren't special because they're born different. They're special because they chose to awaken. They chose to face their fears, confront their pain, and rise above it. When you awaken, you understand that you are part of something greater. You realize your purpose isn't something you have to search for. It's something you've been living all along. And this is where the journey begins. When you awaken, you become free. Free to live without fear, without doubt, and with a deep sense of purpose. So I ask you now, are you ready to awaken? Are you ready to face the toughest trials that only the chosen ones endure? The path is not easy, but if you can endure, if you can rise through the darkness, you will find that the reward is worth every moment of struggle. Are you one of the chosen ones?